Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Reema and I'm here with another guidance session. This is a coffee cup reading, a live session to look at the current energies and see what is coming, what do we need to know. It's been a while since our last live session, but there was no big event, so that's why I try to take a break. Um, Now there are some challenging days coming. We know that Mars is retrograding, Mercury is retrograding, and there are other um, transitions in the skies and what energy. I wanted to have a session and see what our current energy is, what do we need to know, what is happening. You can do a session and ask a question and receive an answer live if you'd like to. You can share the link of this live session with your friends if they as well. And those who have the membership of my channel have priority, as you know, to receive a live response. And those who use the super chats as well can get priority reading. So with that, let's start the reading and see what are the energies, what do we need to know, what is coming to us, and how things are moving for us as a collective energy. If you would like, as I mentioned, you can ask your questions in the comment if you're interested and receive a live answer. Well, I see some arguments. Them arguments. You might be confronting someone. If there's a person who has, I don't know, committed something and they are running away, I see they will be arrested, or there's going to be some confrontation. Someone who is guilty of something, they definitely will be identified. Specifically, I some people that who are maybe shoplifting, or I don't know, they're trying to sneak somewhere. There's gonna be issues. They're gonna be recognized if they're doing something, I don't know, illegal or try to hide something. There is definitely identification that will be recognized. So, just for some people. Also, if you have been asked to be a witness, some of you might be asked to be a witness on something. I would say be careful. This is something that you might want. It might take some time from you. If there's something that you need to, I don't interfere, fight in the street, something like that. Try to not get involved because it might take a lot of time. This might not be a story that is going to end soon, so it take a lot of time. Be careful about your, social, how can I say, relations. Don't try to confront people. It is going to, well, as I said, Mars is retrograding. It's going to make it difficult. So avoid arguments, avoid confrontation with people. Again, for some people, I see that's the case. There's a wait and watch period for some of you. You might be waiting, but the wait period is going to be over soon. There's going to be a news coming that you're going to start working, or you're going to be back on your schedule. You'll be back on your feet. You'll be back to your routine. If you're waiting for a response, it's going to be received very soon. A signature which takes you to a different place. I mean, maybe there is a move that comes with that. You might sign something that there is a relocation coming with that. It could be a job offer. It can be marriage. It can be anything that could bring some kind of change in where you are living, physical move. It's a great opportunity. Take it seriously. For some of you, you have put the bait. You have put the, like, you're trying to get this opportunity, but you're somehow not sure. Try to make your mind, because you're going a little bit forward and coming 3 steps back. So try to make a solid decision. For some of you, I see you need to do this because you feel where you are at the moment is not safe, or, like, for example, is not what you wanted. You kind of feel like the organization is not going where you wanted. You already feel unsafe. Or if you're in a relationship, whatever it is, then you need to take action, because I feel like whatever is in your heart is true. Your gut feeling, whatever that you feel in your heart is right. So take it seriously. There's some, again, there's some discussions. I see you might be sitting at a table with some strangers, with some people that are known to you. Um, don't lose the momentum. Don't get too much into the moment. Like, don't get to that feeling that, oh, I don't know this, I don't know them, what am I doing here? Don't lose confidence. Try to stay on top of what you're saying, what you need to do. There might be some new beginnings for some of you, but again, I have to tell you, you might feel like that your power, you're not in your usual power. You might be with people that you think they're more powerful than you, they know better than you, they have more knowledge. And with Mars in retrograde, don't lose the momentum. Don't lose your, you have the expertise, you understand, you can make it work. So don't back off. That's what I absolutely see. There is some energy for some people that this some release of, I don't know, something release. I see a huge release for some people. Maybe there's a good news, maybe there's a recovery, someone recovers and are very happy, and maybe literally someone is released from prison, from a death, from a toxic relationship, whatever. It's a very nice energy. And for some of you might even enter a new phase in your life. You might enter a new land, a new territory, a new house, a new city, which is great. I see that for a lot of you, this is going to bring, then it's goodbye to the past. And with this like you're relocated, you're discharged, you're saying goodbye past forever, and you're never going back to that location or to that scenario. There is someone who's giving you advice. I see some dark energies. Try to be very careful about who you're listening to. At this point, I mentioned, try to listen or try to trust your own feelings. There are some people that might try to give you advice that's not correct, or they are giving you the wrong advice, or they're doing it deliberately. Whatever it is, to use your judgment, use your common sense before you take any important decision. Some money is coming for some of you. Some money has been accumulated for some time. Maybe it was a bonus. Maybe it was a money that you have been saving in a saving account. Maybe your spouse, your parents, they have been saving it for you. Absolutely, it comes into your possession, and it is going to be very, very helpful for some of you. I see that you're getting something that you have been trying to hold it for a long time. It's finally yours. Maybe there was a battle, there was an argument about a property, about some documentation, about whatever it is, a job. You make it yours, but it is coming with a lot of distress, with a lot of anxiety. I see number 28. I also see 2L, and I see 12E. You might receive a good call or good news from a phone number ending 1512, or I don't know, 1521. Definitely it includes 2, 1, and 5. There's definitely good news coming from that. It could be lucky numbers as well for some of you, which brings luck. These are lucky numbers for you. Something that you planted is going to grow. It's going to give you income. It's going to give you positive feeling, rewarding energies. Definitely the good news is coming. Wait a little bit more, I would say, but end of spring, there's a lot of good news coming towards you. Harvest time is coming. This summer is going to be very exciting. Some of you are buying a new vehicle, or something that takes you to your goal faster. Easy days are coming. For some of you, I see there's someone coming back to apologize. Someone is coming ashamed. Someone who maybe turned their back to you, or they were hostile with you, they're coming with an apology. I don't see that you want to take them into your network, into your circle anymore. But I see the good karmic energy, a good transfer of energy is going on. Definitely this year is going to end with good outcome for you. For some of you, I see you are in love. I definitely see you might be in an intimate relationship with someone. If you're looking, absolutely is going to come to your life very soon. Try to some of you need to talk about something. Say what you want to say, especially your partner. If you're in love with someone, if you think someone has a crush on you or something in those, try to tell them. You have to open your mouth. You have to say something. There's this energy for some of you that you need to talk about what you want. Otherwise, it won't be heard, it won't be known, will not be recognized. That's what I can see. There are other messages, but as you know, I stop here for the collective energy. We'll move to the reading for those who are here with questions. I said, I'll start with those who are using the super chats or the members of my channel. Again, thank you everyone. Welcome. And sorry I was away for a long time, but I'm back now, and hopefully I'll be back for the next few weeks. We can have more readings as the New Year's energies come into our lives. Hi everyone. Hello. Hi Prem. Hi Yvette. Hello Kumi. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. It's great to be back. For Latrice, thanks for using super chats. Let's see what's coming for Latrice in the near future. What do you need to know? What are the energies telling us for what is that you need to know, and how things are gonna move for you for Latrice? Well, I see that you might be signing a document. There might be something that you need to really look into it. If you are traveling, if you are, I see papers that you need to look carefully before you sign. It can be, again, for like documentation for a property, for buying a property. It can be a ticket, it can be a reservation, a passport application, whatever it is. Look very carefully, specifically with Mars and Mercury both retrograde. You need to really double check, take another look, make sure you're checking every 3 times even, to make sure that everything is correct, because I see that you sign a very important document that it is not reversible. You cannot change it. If it's a legal document, make sure you read it multiple times. There's light gonna be something that you're debating, something that you're unsure, something that you are not sure if you have to do it, if you have to stop doing it. There's going to be guidance coming for you. Read something carefully. Again, the answer you're seeking were written, and you can very easily read that. Maybe you've missed that. You need to look back and make sure that you are looking at this instruction. If you're operating a machine, if you're operating something for the FaceTime, make sure again that you read everything clearly. There's some I see for you, Latrice, that gives you a little bit of disappointment. Maybe you lost hope about something, like not a big deal. Like maybe you were hoping to buy tickets and for Christmas go somewhere, and then you're like, oh, the price is too high, so I'm gonna do that. That kind of disappointment. But I see that if you look again, if you find, you'll find what you want. So again, the energy is telling me to tell you that you need to look again, look better, and with maybe even ask someone else to help you, because there's something that you might be missing. Your eyes might be missing. But absolutely, I see some water energy, very good energy. Something is dripping. Something is dripping in a positive way, like collection, some that you are collecting. The energies are being collected for you. Maybe there's some money that you are collecting little by little, drop by drop, and this is gonna bring so much outcome for you. You're gonna use this money or this energy that you're saving, you're gonna use it somewhere in your life, which is very, and you're gonna enjoy that. For Prem, let's see what's the message for you for the next 2 weeks. For Prem, what do we need to know? What are the messages for Prem? Wow, that's great energy. I see that something, you're rolling a ball. I see that something is going in the correct direction. So if it's someone giving you advice, I see them here, they're standing next to you. Maybe it's a project management story, or maybe it's your family. I see the male energy. They're giving you guidance. They're giving you advice. Maybe it's your supervisor. Maybe it's your guardian angel even. And they're giving you advice. And with that advice, you can start something, keep something rolling. But which is a heavy thing, which is a hard, which is like you really need help. You were waiting. Maybe it was a blockage in your life. It was a stop. But absolutely, someone is going to give you a hint, tell you how to do it, and you do it. Absolutely rolling in a beautiful way for you, pushing it. And like, it's like, as I said, it's big, but you will be able to do it. And it looks heavy, it looks hard, it looks difficult. But when you give the first push, the rest of it is going to go so smoothly. So if they're giving you advice, because they're trying to give you advice, I'm not sure why you're not listening. I see that you're not listening to the advice at the moment, but you have to. This person's advice, or maybe some guidance somewhere, going to help you to solve this problem and get things going faster. So listen to if someone is going to give you help and provide help. It could be also help. Maybe there's someone that wants to help you, but you don't want to accept that help. Yours, I can do it myself, but it's better to stop and really let them help you, let them support you. For rose readings, thank you for using this page. Thank you for being here. Let's see what's happening for you in regards to work. Okay, let's see what is going on. I don't have my cards today. Try to describe the details using the coffee at this time. Well, I don't know if you recently dropped an application somewhere. If that's the case, I see that good news is coming out of that. Even you have been a little bit not hopeful. You were like, okay, I'm gonna apply for this as well. I mean, I'm not very, but I'm just gonna do it. Something that you did, or maybe you already did this application, or will do it very soon. There is definitely light here. Something that you dropped somewhere, an envelope, or maybe you put an application together, maybe you put it in your computer, you send it, you did it, but you were like not very hopeful, but it's gonna bring some good news for you. I don't know, I see mail, sending mail, receiving mail. Good news is coming for you about work in that regard. I also see there's definitely some I see you're sitting at a table with two people. There is absolutely a news about an interview that you might go. But I would say that there is a verbal problem. There's a communication problem. I don't know, maybe interviews, there is something that you need to be watching about. Maybe something you say, or you talk too much, or talk too little. You might talk more or talk less, something about that. I don't know, I see that somehow. I need to tell you because the energy is showing it to me. What I'm sensing is that let them talk first. Let them I don't know, let them talk first somehow. Pause a little bit. If you go on an interview, that's something that I absolutely see. I see growth for you in your work. When you find a job, you're gonna grow very quickly. Also, I would say on birth, the month that you have been born, whenever is your birth month, like it's January, it's March, whatever it is, you will find a job on that month, or you will receive a good news. Or if you find a job before that, on that get a big bonus or a growth in your job. You definitely will have a job, but I see that there needs to be adjustments in something that you're doing about your verbal communication. There is going to be some kind of hint for you to look for a job. Maybe, I don't know, about where to look or how to interview. And the energy is telling me that put some time to read about how to handle an interview, how to look for a job. There are better ways, there are newer ways that you're doing that help you. That's what I really see for you. So Briana, thank you for using the super chats. Okay, let's see how these money issues are going to be resolved before the month. Okay, let's see how the money situation is going with for Briana. What do we need to tell you? What do you need to know at this point? Yes, there's absolutely a helping hand for you. I don't know, something or someone comes to take your hand. You will find a brilliant idea. You have an idea to do something. Don't wait and don't waste your time. Do it. If you have an idea of, like, for example, an online shop, an online business, something brilliant, like I see a spark, I see a boom, like something that comes very quickly. It can be an idea that you might have that takes you to money, or is a person, or it's like a sudden movement that's going to help you. What I'm seeing here is that someone's hand is coming, rescuing, and who's drowning. So really, in the very maybe last minute, you will receive some help. Definitely, I see some helping hand for you. Anyway, I'm looking at this, I see a helping hand coming for you. you will pass this. You would absolutely pass, but you understand that this is not the way. You don't want to continue like this. Maybe this time you pay your bills, you get past this situation, but you don't like. You're looking for an opportunity to solve this forever. Like the energies tell you, there needs to be a fundamental change in your, I don't know, the way you manage your finance. There needs to be a change, and there will be a change. Something that you say over my dead body. Like, for example, you made a mistake before, like for example you spent on your credit cards, or you overspent on your credit cards, and this time you are saying, I learned my lesson and over my dead body I do this again. Or maybe you someone borrow money from you, whatever you did that was not helpful, you are taking a lesson, you're making it very clear. It's actually a test, and I'm gonna say you're gonna recover from this as soon as, or as long as yourself, you have boundaries and red flags for your finance. You're not going to cross them at any point, at any point, at any reason. So I would say things are going to move in a good direction for you. You know, there is a tree has no leaves, but the roots are strong. That is what I can definitely see. Maybe the winter and fall has been difficult for you, but the roots are of this tree is still there, and a butterfly is coming. Absolutely, don't lose hope. Stay strong. You need to make some important decisions, like some things that you will never ever do again. For example, you say, I will never borrow money to anyone without making sure back, something like that, a promise. And as long as you keep that promise in your finances to yourself, you're going to recover and you're going to actually do great. It's going to be good news for you. I hope all the best happens dear. For Stephanie, member of my channel, thank you for being here. Let's see what is here for you to know about money and love. Let's start with that and see what is the message for Stephanie today. You have been talking with someone. I see that you're walking shoulder to shoulder with someone, and there's some, I see clouds, maybe it's a little rainy. It's an afternoon or it's an evening. You're talking to someone. If that's not the case, two people are talking about you, thinking about somehow help you or surprise in a good way. If it's yourself, you're debating, you're talking to someone, it's a very heart-to-heart conversation. It can be love, absolutely it can. And I see that it's a cold, gloomy day. This person could be from Europe. It can be someone who lives or is from somewhere who's very rainy, like Vancouver, like London. This person is coming to you, calm person, quiet, but you really spend time, you enjoy spending time with them. You walk shoulder to shoulder. So there is someone coming to you about love, absolutely. I don't know why I see surfing. Maybe this person is in your life, but it's not like it's not a commitment. Or maybe this person is into surfing. That's absolutely something. But the image is telling you to enjoy this opportunity. Let it go. Don't try to bound this person. Don't make them commit to something. In general, the energy is like it's a good time for you to relax, to let things out. If you want to talk to someone about something, I see that you're stressing yourself a lot and you're keeping so much into yourself. Let it go. Talk to someone who you're comfortable with and try to serve with life at this point. Just try to serve. At this time, just enjoy the moment that you're up on the waves and then you come down and then it goes up again. Don't worry about that. Things are moving in the right direction. I see a very good companion around you. I don't know if it's your children or it could be absolutely love. But this love is not sparkly, like very warm from the beginning. It starts like a rainy day, starts very quiet, very, very slow. Maybe it drops here and there, and then it starts to really shape. So don't rush and don't try to make this person committed. This person is not into commitment. Mr. Moise, a valued member of my channel, thank you for being here. Oh, I'm sorry you were in Jade. Okay. Let's see what the coffee is telling you about going back to work. And let's see what is the general. I wish you feel better soon, but let's see reading for you. Absolutely. I see you're not eager to go back, but you'll go back. I see that you're going back and someone is waiting for you. They are absolutely waiting because there's a lot of work probably, and there's a lot of work that you need to help, or you need to be leading the project, whatever you're doing. Someone, your boss has, or some people has a lot to share with you, and I feel like they are very frustrated and they understand now that how much value you had in the company, and without you they had struggles. So absolutely, I see that they're gonna look at you more like a able person. You have been doing a lot, but I see that you're hesitant. You are really hesitant to go back, but the energy is telling me to tell you, go back, hear them out. There is some changes that you will understand about, you'll be notified, some things that is good in for you in the long run. I also see that you might be relocated in the same different place. Like for example, if you are working in the inventory department, you might be moved to I don't know, like somewhere with an office. Like you're mostly working on the computer. This could maybe even you're remote. There is some chance that you can get a remote job. I definitely see that. The door for negotiation is open for you, because I see that this point, whatever it is, they're struggling. There's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of work backlogged. Things they need someone. So it's a good opportunity for you to negotiate. Also, you can extend your maybe you can extend the time that you want to take off, maybe for the holidays. But I see another break for you from work. Maybe it's the holidays, or maybe you request for an extension for your injury, which will be accepted. But I see a change in your job. You're not going back to the same job. Like there is a little change in this in nature of what you have been doing. Or even if you're going to the same, you're going back to the job, there's a change in the people, in the way they value you. There's a positive change. Many people want to talk to you, but there's gossips maybe, or there's a lot that you will hear. So go back, try to understand how things are going, and there is definitely room for you to negotiate and, I don't know, how change the nature of the work you're doing in the company. And it's going to be good for you, actually. I wish all the best for you, and I wish you a speedy recovery. For Kumi, thank you for using the super chats. Let's see what is here the rest of the month for you. Thank you, Kumi. Let's see what you need to know for the rest of the month. What is the message? Wow. Well, I see that you are making a very rushed decision. You're putting on your clothes and you're running. Like it's a bing, like you just went very quickly. There's a little bit of anger into that. Try to make your decision with a little bit more calm energy. For example, like maybe, for example, this is just an example. If imagine you have a son and he comes home and he's like, he's injured, or there's a little bit of, I don't know, something happened to him. Maybe he comes home with a pink eye. You just put your coat, you rush out, you go to the school. Something in that sense. Take it easy. You need to digest, you need to understand what is going. So try to kind of slow down a very quick decision. So just for that. Also, traveling, definitely I see a travel for you. Someone is really missing you, but you're not going towards them. Like for example, if you are your brother and then you have a, like, I don't know, a friend, you might go visit a friend, and then your brother is like, oh, she's come to visit me. He really misses you. The person who's missing you is the male enemy, and they feel they have been neglected. If you have a partner, if you are in a relationship, that person feels neglected. Then someone who has a crush on you and they feel like they are neglected, you don't see them. You don't see them, and there's definitely the glasses here. They think that you do not see them. That might be very well the case, that they send you signal, you don't, I don't know, somehow recognize them and their signals. So watch out for that. This can be a person that you work with, or somehow you know them, but they're really trying to wave to you something. They're sending a signal. They're trying to attract your attention. It can be love, or it can be something else. Someone is attracting your attention. There is something that someone wants to send you a message. email that goes to the spam. Maybe it's a work offer, job opportunity, something which is exciting, which is great, but for some reason you don't see it. I don't know, check your email box, check your might be something there for you. If you're buying something, someone is trying to intimidate you, someone is trying to push you, don't be pushed. As I said, try to refrain from quick decisions, quick actions, quick purchases, commitments without too much thinking. This is not advised to you. So take your time, take extra time to digest, to ask, to analyze, to evaluate. Prem, let's see what good things are coming to you and what should be aware of. Okay, let's see what is going on. If there's anything that's going to be a warning for you. Well, I see that, well, there's something that I can tell you. You need to, well, the good thing is that magically you're going to get something that you have been aimed for very easily. Like someone who is fishing and the fish comes right to them. Bingo. But you must be very careful that you're standing in the right place. For example, someone is fishing on a bridge and they are very happy fishing, taking a lot of fish, but the bridge is going down. So they are not seeing that the bridge is actually not okay. So you're focused on something very much and you're not seeing something else that is a little bit problematic. So try to see specifically where you're standing, where you are at the moment, what are your commitments. Sometimes the thing that you need to be aware of is that sometimes you forget the base and stick to the decorations. You forget about the fundamental thing and you are worried about something which is like they are good to have. So make sure you secure, make sure you understand, make sure you secure the priorities first, and then think about the rest of the story. I hope I'm making sense, because I definitely sad, but I see that there is always a life angel around you. There's a guardian around you. I don't know if it's a real person or it's really an angel, it's an energy that last minute tells you what to do and takes you away from any harm. You are going to be harmed. I absolutely see an angel. Look at the wings that are next to you. And even if you're falling, they grab you. Even if you're God forbid, going to be harmed, they help you, they protect you. But it doesn't mean that you have to be careful as well. The message for you that you need to know, you need to aware, and you need to avoid is to stick to something, but let go of. Again, I hope it's clear for you. For Stardust, thank you for being here. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you so much. Okay. About your son, let's see what's going on at his work. About your son, he's a Sagittarius. What is going on at his work situation? Well, I feel that the situation is not that bad, as bad as he thinks, or he's thinking. He thinks that he's left alone. He thinks they have been left in the dark. People don't tell him things, and he feels that they don't want him there. And it's to, like, I see him in an elevator, and elevator is not moving. Like, he's in the elevator, like, just imagine you go into the elevator, you have to go up or down, but he's in there and it doesn't move. He has been isolating himself from others. I feel like he has a little bit of communication problem with the people at this job. There is some darkness around him. I don't know if or somehow he is very stubborn. There are two things. Either he's very stubborn, or he exactly does what they told him not to do, or he's very shy. The question that people around him have is that why he doesn't do what he has been asked, or why he do it differently. He does not do it like whatever his job is, he tries to way. So as a Sagittarius, sometimes they want to do it their own way, it's way or highway. So this is something I can see, but I protect it. I don't see that they want to kick him out. I see the situation is a little difficult, but he can turn it around. He might have heard something that really made him upset, and maybe he didn't even tell you. Someone told him something and he's very upset, and he isolated himself from them. That's the biggest mistake. He shouldn't have done that. My advice to him is to pretend nothing happened and start his day fresh and try to just keep the good work going. Don't whatever he heard, whatever happened, he just has to ignore it. They're not gonna let him go unless he just really shows them that he's ready to go. So these people are not going to fire him unless he does something that he's ready to go. So that's the situation that I see, and the advice to him is absolutely to pretend nothing happened and come out of the elevator. I see he hides. Maybe he skips the meetings. Maybe he skips the lunch. He doesn't go to the lunchroom. He is in his own cubicle. He stays in his own room, works remotely. He doesn't show up. He doesn't show up on the Zoom, or somehow he's keeping self-distance from people. The energy is telling him, go and blend with them. If they are not very helpful, go and blend with them. Be one of them. Don't isolate yourself. This is what I can see for him. There are many comments today, guys. I try to go a little bit quick. If you're interested in a private, reach out to me using my email address. Starters, about your friend, starting with D. Okay. What is her motive? And okay, let's see what's the vision with this D person. What do we need to tell you? Well, this person definitely is coming in the hopes that she can join, she can reconnect with you. She wants to reconnect for sure. I don't see any bad intention, but she's the same person. She's the same person. She is the same person. I'm not gonna say it's gonna hurt you again, but maybe I was your friend, then somehow I hurt you, but now I think that I made a mistake. After a few years, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to her. I'm trying to be a good person. I go back, I try to reconnect with you, but I'm the same person. Even without myself understanding, I'm the same person. If the same thing comes up, I might do the same. There's a little change in her personality. You can accept her. She doesn't have any bad intention to come and hurt you, but she's the same person. I hope it's clear. She might even come with a gift. She might come with flowers. She might show you a very attractive appearance. She might even, I see a snake. I don't know if she is born in the year of snake or next year is the year of a snake, 2025. She might planning to again. She wants to come to your home and she wants to be blending with you again. I see you were close maybe in the past, and she wants the same thing. As I said, she's the same person, but she has bad intention. I hope that is clear. For Prem, thanks for using the super chats. Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad. Let's see what is the problem about that, and what can you do? What is the advice for Prem with this? Wow, look at this. This is so look at this face. Oh, you're listening to the wrong people. There's something in your head. You're listening. I see earphones. Either you have earphones that you're listening to something which is not good, or someone or something in your head telling you that you're not good enough. There is something you're listening to. It can be your inner voice, it can be your child, it can be your inner self, it can be your parents, it can be your mother, it can be people from the past that they told you you're not good enough. The thing that someone tells you or keeps you, make you feel failed. That voice in our head that you're not good, you always, that is the problem. What you need to do is that you need to get active. You need to get more active. Physical activity can help you a lot. You should stop listening to these voices that are trying to be your worst enemy and telling you, I mean, it's just a negative voice. It's whatever you do, they're negative. You're cooking, they're negative. You're buying something, they're negative. They're telling you cook better. Why did you go to the restaurant? If you go to the restaurant, the voice says, why didn't you cook? You have to stop that. What you need to do is that you should love yourself. Whatever you do, tell yourself, Prem, I'm proud of you. You did a great job. This was the best thing you could do. Happy with yourself. You're sad because you're upset with yourself. You're not happy with yourself, but you're actually very brutal with yourself. You find yourself guilty. You always find the guilt with you. Some maybe did it in the past and you're on the same pattern. You have a in your hand and you're kicking yourself, like you're stabbing yourself with that knife. I'm sorry to say this, you hate yourself sometimes. You have to understand that you have to look at yourself as a person from outside. You come outside of your body, sit in front of yourself and say, hey Prem, I like you, I love you, you're a great guy. Whatever you've done, I'm with you, I support you. So this is what you have to do. That's the cause of the problem. I'm sorry, I cannot continue because there's a lot of questions. I try to get to everyone, but you absolutely have to, absolutely you need to do that. Yes, Stephanie, I did read your comment, your message. I found it. Please go back. Absolutely, it's there. Yes. For Daniela, thank you for using the super chats. Let me find your question. I'm running low on juice with my camera. I hope I won't disconnect it. For Daniela, hello, my dear. Thank you. I miss you as well. Your finances. Okay. Let's see about your finances, Daniela. What is going on? Let's take a look. Okay. Well, I see a little blockage. Well, if you had any debt to someone, try to pay it. Someone that they think you owe them something. It can be money. Something as simple as you borrowed the book, or you borrowed something from them. You borrowed the coffee mug. It's something very small, and they want it back. Maybe it was something that you didn't know they wanted back. It was like a gift, or you thought it's a gift. Maybe someone paid a share of your lunch and you said, okay, I'm going to pay them, but you didn't. I don't know. Something is a small thing. This person wants it back. Maybe there is something you need to return to someone, and it can be energetically. It definitely doesn't mean that it's money. So that's a little bit making a little bit of pause on your income. Someone is claiming that you owe them something and they want it. So you need to think about that and see if there's something that you borrowed from someone. That's gonna help you a lot. The other thing is that you have to change the way, I don't know if it's your spending, your budget planning. You need to make a little bit of change in that as well. But what I see for sure is someone thinks you have something that belongs to them. It can be maybe your siblings. They can be a male energy, I can tell you. And it can also be someone who's inveighing you for no reason. I don't know why this person is inveighing you. So for that to block this energy, try, I don't know, do some kind of rituals to remove the energy. If you know who this person is, maybe it's an ex. Maybe this ex thinks that they spent a lot for you and you didn't. There are no bases for their right, but their energy is there. I see you're stuck with them energetically. If you can't find them, if you don't know who this person is, just give $5, $10 to a poor person and say, I'm paying my debt back to this person. So you just make this flow going so that it can help you with your finances. That's what I see at this time for you. For Kelly, thank you for using the super chats, and thanks for being about your ex. I don't. Okay, let's take a look about your ex. What do we need to know at this point for Kelly? Um. Well, I see that you're making it a little too dramatic. It's not that bad. I don't see. I don't know what is going on, but I don't see that you should wait anything tragic. I don't see anything. I see that you're defensive. You're a little bit too much defensive. I don't know. I don't see anything that this person is up to. I don't even see them. I don't know. And but I see that you're protecting something in your hands. You're protecting something that you don't want them to have, or I see that it's just a lot of it is your reaction. What you can do, I don't see anything that is bothering you, like is damaging you, but you are a little bit taking it too seriously. Maybe the energy is that try to protect whatever you think protect. I don't know what it is, but it's a good idea to protect it. Don't exactly see any harm. You are on your you are in your place. Wherever you are, you're okay. You will be there, you'll be safe. I don't see anything, but again, I don't have too much information about that, but that's all I can say, or that's all they want me to tell you. In the end of the year, let's see what is coming for you and how they're changing for you, Kelly. Wow, there's gonna start a new start. Whatever you had started this year, which was not completed, you did half of it. The next year you'll complete it. So next year will be a completion year for you. You will get a chance to complete whatever you wanted to do or you tried to do this year. So yeah, try to protect. You will have them in your arms. Nothing can be happening to you. You're safe. You have whatever is valuable for you is with you. You have turned your back to him. I don't know if he's trying to contact him. You don't respond if you want to. You don't have to respond to someone if you don't want to respond. So just don't block, and don't open any conversation to. And I see that you're protecting. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I wish you all the best. For Stephanie, let's see how it works for your daughter, about your daughter and her work situation. I might be disconnected, guys. I'm sorry. Well, I see that she's getting advice from someone that is going to help her solve a lot of her problems. Maybe your daughter somehow is stubborn sometimes. She doesn't listen to what she has to do, but I see someone is going to help her, show her the way. Somehow there is a wake up for her. There's a wake up moment for her that she'll be like, okay, I'm going to listen now. Definitely there's going to be a change. I don't know. I see flying for her. I see being up in the sky, or flying if she's flying, or she might be traveling. This is what I can see for her. Absolutely, she might find a new job, a more serious job, that there is an orientation for her. They that tell her what to do. Maybe she gets like I don't know, VIP trip or something like that, that there's something that she needs to know, she needs to understand, she needs to be briefed on. Good, she's gonna be successful at work. And about money, there is money coming, but not at the moment, not very quickly. It's like the clouds that are shaping, are forming, but are not quite yet there. So it's coming slowly. For Prem, about your career, what messages are there for you? It says that you need to come out of this darkness. And you need to put your energy somewhere that you make sure, first of all, your bases are secure. Your how can I say, happiness, you are happy. You need to work a little bit more on building something from the bottom. So sometimes you build from the top, and then your base, the foundation is not strong. The energies tell you need to make the basis, the foundation strong. You have to focus on the foundation, and the foundation here for you, what I'm seeing is yourself. happiness, because even if you are the president, you're not happy with yourself, you're judging yourself, you hate yourself, you won't be happy president. You cannot do your job. You have to start working about on yourself and be very kind to yourself, very gentle. Forget any mistakes that you have done, anything that was wrong. I see that you have to work in your side, like inner side. I see that you should go inside you and think about what is wrong. What does this person inside you want? Other thing you can do is that you can start writing about what is the problem, what guilty you think you are of. So at least you can write them and then give to someone who is yourself, reading them and understand what is the issue. I mean, there's some work that you need to do on the basis. Otherwise, you won't be happy. And if you're not happy, you cannot study, you can work, you cannot be happy in your relationship, you cannot make money, you cannot enjoy life. So first of all, you have to be very gentle, kind, and forgiving to yourself, everyone. I need to close the call at this time, about 53 minutes. Thank you again. I will come back soon, so be on the watch for next live session, and hopefully next time we can get more questions answered. Thank you everyone. Until the next time, stay blessed.